Princess Leonor wedding live, Prince Christian can't hide his joy. The Spanish royal palace, all eyes on Princess Leonor. But the camera finds Prince Christian. Beaming, radiant, not her groom, and he doesn't care who sees it. Today, history is unfolding. A future queen walks down the aisle. But the story that has the world breathless isn't just hers. It's his. Prince Christian of Denmark, seated just 2 rows behind the groom, eyes locked on Leonor, and when she enters, he smiles, unfiltered, proud, emotional. He's not supposed to be feeling this much. But he is. And the question rises, why? This is no ordinary royal wedding. This is the beginning of a new era, for Spain, for Europe, for 2 young royals whose bond may run deeper than anyone realized. Let's rewind. Before the vows, before the palace, before the world watched, Leonor and Christian met as children. Not officially, not yet, but fate kept crossing their paths. At royal galas, state functions, elite European gatherings, he was the quiet observer. She was the poised heir. But it wasn't until 2023, at a diplomatic youth summit in Norway, that their worlds truly collided. A shared joke, a glance too long, a silence that said more than words. From that moment, speculation began. Whispers inside royal circles, rumors denied by officials, but insiders say their connection was real. Not romantic, not then, but something unspoken, magnetic. So when Leonor's engagement to Don Álvaro de Aragon was announced, the headlines focused on duty, on monarchy, on tradition. But those who watched Prince Christian that day saw something else. He congratulated her, publicly, warmly, but those closest to him say he didn't smile for hours after. And yet, he came today, to Madrid, to her wedding, not as a guest, as a witness. And when she entered, everything changed. His eyes lit up, not with jealousy, with joy, a joy that puzzled even the body language experts. It wasn't the joy of a man in love. It was deeper, sadder, purer. It was the joy of seeing someone you care about become exactly who they were born to be. Let's look closer. As Leonor walks the aisle, her father, King Felipe, holds back tears. Queen Letizia clasps his hand. But Christian, he never looks at the king, or the queen, or the groom, only her. She smiles, not just at her fiancé, at the crowd, at someone in it, and for a fraction of a second, her eyes meet Christian's. It's there, a silent goodbye, or maybe a silent thank you. And the questions grow. Did they ever have more than friendship? Did they come close? A Danish palace aide once said, off record, Christian always respected her title. But there was a time we thought he wished it were different. Back in 2022, Christian was linked to multiple aristocratic figures. Countesses, heiresses, even a model, but none lasted. And during a state visit to Madrid that same year, he reportedly extended his stay, with no official reason. Leonor, meanwhile, was always protected. Her relationships, if any, never made headlines. But one royal photographer noted that whenever Christian was near, Leonor seemed more relaxed. More human. So why didn't it happen? The answer lies in legacy. Christian is heir to the Danish throne. Leonor, the future Queen of Spain. Their union, politically delicate, historically rare, and emotionally dangerous. The last time 2 heirs married in modern Europe, it ended in scandal. They knew this. Their families knew this. And so, whatever could have been, became what had to be, a friendship. A powerful, untouchable friendship. Which makes today even more powerful. Because Christian didn't have to come. He could have sent a gift. A letter. A diplomatic excuse. But he came. And he didn't hide. Not his smile. Not his pride. Not even his tears, discreet, but there. And the Danish press, silent, respectful. But their footage captured everything. At the moment Leonor says, "Sí, quiero," Christian exhales. Almost a release. And when the crowd applauds, he's the first on his feet. Not just for her marriage, for her courage. For her duty. For becoming the queen she was raised to be. Later, at the royal reception, he keeps his distance. Formal. Controlled. But when the waltz begins, and Leonor dances with her father, cameras catch Christian turning away. Wiping his eyes, briefly, before composing himself. This isn't heartbreak. It's something else. Something rarer. It's the look of someone who let go, and means it. Who showed up. Who cheered. Who loved, quietly, and then stepped back. And the internet exploded. Clips of his smile went viral. The hashtag Christian Eyes trended in both Spain and Denmark. One user wrote, "He looked at her like she carried his future, even if she didn't choose it." Another, "This is what grace looks like. Loving someone enough to let them be loved by someone else." Even Queen Margrethe reportedly said, in private, Christian is becoming a true prince. Meanwhile, the groom, Don Alvaro, remains composed, elegant, grounded. A nobleman of ancient blood, raised for moments like this. But even he, sources say, noticed Christian's presence. And did not mind. Because Leonor, the bride, the queen-to-be, made her choice. And she chose with clarity. No secrets. No scandals. Just maturity beyond her years. Still, the world watches. What now for Christian? Some believe he'll turn fully toward duty. Lean into his Danish future. Others think this moment, this wedding, might free him. To love. Openly. Next time. To not just witness history. But to build it. Because today was never about lost love. It was about found strength. In Leonor. In Christian. In what could have been, and what still might be. And as fireworks crown the Madrid sky, and the Spanish anthem swells, two futures are sealed. One in gold and white. The other, in silence and light. But both, somehow, still walking beside each other. And that is why the world can't look away. Because sometimes, the real story isn't who gets the crown. It's who carries it, quietly, in their heart, and lets it go.